Look how well Shirley's doing. Normally as we approach, she's going wild and woohoo, everybody's here. Look at that. She is a good girl. Oh, there we go. And that's the end of it. Literally put it on her nose and then just drop it right in front of her. And I'm just going to do a little video. There you go. See how she's looking at you? So now drop another bit in front of her. She at this age, she's only going to give you seconds before she buckaroos. So put it on her nose. So even whatever she's doing, put the treat on her nose and just drop it. So you're using the power of the nose to get a focus. Good. When she looks at you, treat from your hand in front of you to encourage her to come to you. So treat there. Good. And then drop another one when she's looking. Drop another one on the floor. Point. That's it. That's it. She's point to it. That's it. She's getting it. Good. So just build up with that for a little bit. They can be sat, they can be stood, they can do whatever, because you're going to use the power of your treat to get the focus. But he's doing good because he used to jump. I said this last week, didn't I? He used to jump up, didn't he? He'd sit and then jump up if you didn't treat him fast enough. Shirley's always nailed this sit position, hasn't she?
It's really strong, which is so helpful.
Yeah.
It's the default one. Shirley.
Put your treat in your hand, or the kibble in your hand, stick it on her nose, but not let her get it, and you're going to start moving a little bit, and you want her to move a couple of steps, and then you're going to release it, so that you're still keeping it in your hand. And then your hand, she's going to start following. So she's going to follow all the time until you release. Once you release, you straighten your body up and move around. So again, this teaches her to focus on your hand. So give it her as she's walking. Kind of put it in front of her and give it her as she's walking. Put it on her nose to get her attention. She's watching Mabel. Good. She did it then. I saw her move a few.
Yeah, well done. So she'll try again, yeah?
Yeah. Just keep her, get her used to moving around. That's it. That's it. Good girl. Good. And then the better they get, the longer you can go. But for at the minute, we're going to stay still. So all this, we ignore all this. And there, see there, she sat only for a split second, but she sat. So what she's going to do, she's going to jump up at you for like more treats and attention. You're going to just ignore it. And then the second she sits, put a treat in her mouth. So she's giving us an alternative behaviour, which we're going to pay for, because that's what we want. We don't want her jumping on you, because she'll jump on you and everybody else. We want her just to sit calm, and we're going to pay her for the calmness. Good, and she likes that. You can see her little tail waggling as she goes. Good, treat. Good. Whatever your word is, as you drop your treat, you're going to start putting a word in so that becomes what we call a charged word. So he could be sniffing or going to approach her, and I can either call his name or I can say, ready? And you see that, whoa, we're ready, because ready means there's some fun happening. So whatever word you use, that's your charged word to indicate something fun, food or toy. Look at Mabel, she's doing super. Tucker loves this game, so just, oops, man the hole. Just keep him busy, send him away. And Shirley's snatching. Good. Mabel's doing super good. And she'll be really, really tired after this as well. And also, take into account how many treats she's had, so she perhaps won't need a dinner or very little. Just give her like a little crumb or something.
Oh, it's great. You get that few hours of peace.
Yeah. Yeah, he's what, when you go near the clumps of grass, you can see that he's like, oh, well, I'll pee now. Good, now he's paying attention. So with your hand loaded full of treats, have your hand facing the dog, and you're going to walk And as you walk, you're releasing little bits of treats.
Ready?
So they're all having a go at lure work. So in the beginning we give lots of food. We release it quite quick in the beginning. Keep your lead loose, because the aim for this is we don't want any pressure on her neck, because we want her to learn to follow us without being restricted to. Load your hand up and go again. That's it, that's it, that's it. Now remember what I said about use the same hand as the side she's on. So you had her then on your right hand, so just load your right hand up, keep your hand by your side and just walk. And she'll follow your hand. Keep your hand still, don't wave your hand around, because she's going to go where your hand is. Tucker, come. Get her attention, let her know you've got the treats. Relax your lead. Beautiful. That's it. Good, good, good. That's it. So you see your lead doesn't come into play at all. The lead is just to stop her flouncing off. That's all it's for. Look at that. So what you can do from that position, she's like that, lower your body, hold your treat and call her to you. Come on. Good. Beautiful. So this is introducing your recall as well there. So as you bring her to you, see it again, she's waiting, lower your body, move backwards and bring your hand just past your leg. That's it. So bring your hand, you had your hand right, but then you brought it forward to her. So bring it back, let her come to you. Because if you offer your treat out here, the dog will take it, and then over time they'll take it and run. So you bring them back to your side so that they're just past your leg to keep them more in position.
Ready?
And don't, if ready is your search command for the games, don't overuse your command. Use it only for the search games. Everything else, the less you speak to a dog, the better.
Right.
And turn your hand so you're walking forwards. You can do it backwards, but it's easier forwards. That's it, keep going, good. Nice. Yeah, so your hand with that's filled is always facing the dog. So if you're walking forward, your hand is that way. If you're walking backwards, you turn your hand that way to get them to follow. Shirley's well chilled today, isn't she?
She's doing really well.
Yeah?
I think there's a lot of stuff she's smashing. So
Good.
One we keep working on is the sit stay, but she's doing really well.
We're going to do that in a minute.
Yeah. I said that. I'm going to do it in a minute. She'll be like, I'm not doing that now.
To introduce the sit wait, now this is where you have to be careful. You don't want your treats in your hand, because they're going to follow the treats in the hand. So you put your dog in a sit, and then literally half a step or one step back, go back towards them, treat. Make sure the treats are not in your hand, because they're going to follow your hands. You start off, so you start positioned there, so you can give her a treat as you start. Good. Make sure you've no treats in your hand. One step back, immediately one step forward, treat again. So you go fast in the beginning, and then as they get better, you start going slower, and then you start increasing your distance over time.
Sit. Good. Sit.
Yeah, well done.
Sit.
Again.
Good girl.
Good girl.
Nice.
Good girl.
Two girls are doing good. Let's have a look at Buddy.
Well done. Good girl.
Good. Then do one step away, one step back and treat. He's not paying any attention, but he didn't move, so we can work with that. Put him back in the sit and go again.
Stay.
Good.
Oh, blown it.
Good. Being in the sit.
Sit.
Good. Treat that. And make sure, you see how she jumped up a little bit, watch for that. Make sure when she actually has the treat in her mouth that her butt is on the floor and all 4 feet are down. Otherwise she'll start jumping up. So we're just going to ignore that because she's she's just being bossy.
Try again. Pull. Try again. Yeah.
So go back to 1 step or half a step. Yeah. So if the dog breaks it, they're telling you that's too much distance for them. Correct him and put him back in his sit.
It took weeks to get to that. Yeah.
She is, she's doing super good. Look at the focus of attention she's got on you now as well. Beautiful. Good. Beautiful. Her little feet are coming up then as well. She's doing the little prance. There's the sit. Beautiful. Good. You see how she comes up at you every time you give the treat? She's kind of jumping up to you. Now he will do that, so I'll demo with him. So as you're giving the treat, as your hand goes out, they come up.
Yeah, right.
So you bring your hand lower and faster. Okay. Boom. Because you want her feet on the floor, otherwise you're actually paying her for coming up on her back legs, and then she's going to start jumping up. Also with puppies or dogs, I never teach them, everyone does it. Give a paw, and never teach them to give a paw, because then you're teaching them to put the feet on you. And then when they're minging and wet through and muddy like this, you don't want the feet on you.
Yeah, because my partner, she's been teaching a paw, that's why she keeps going like
Yeah, I saw that before you asked her to do something, she was waving her feet at you.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, if they start coming up, you've got to go lower with your treat and fast, a fast delivery. Nice, she did a nice little turn. Good. Nice, because you're keeping your hand by your leg and you're keeping moving and she's staying with you. So you have to be mindful, because you've got a treat in your hand, or even when you don't, because we're using treats and hands, your hand's going to become very powerful. So you have to be very mindful, as you were then, to keep your hand by your leg, because otherwise wherever you move your hand, if you start moving your hand out and forward and back, that's where the dog's going. Call him to you.
Buddy. Sit. Sit. Buddy.
Pop. Good.
Sit.
Nope, pop. Turn him away from whatever it is he's looking at, which is just a noise, so.
Sit. Buddy. Sit. Sit.
On his nose and up and back a touch. That's it. Good. Nice. He's got 2 eyes to, well, I know if I ignore you long enough, you'll just quit on me. Well, there is a big difference from day one, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Good. So your flick is just to nudge him, really, to say, come on, take your focus off whatever you're looking at. And then you get this where they don't want to leave you. Good.
Stay.
Nice. Nice, she did super good there. So if you're doing that and trying like the recall, as soon as she comes, you're going to give the treat. We're not going to go into anything else, so we don't go into the lure work, because then we confuse them. So I'm just showing you everything really quick, but we break it down into each individual section. So recall is you get a little bit away from her. Get by, you pay straight away. As soon as they come to you, you're literally pushing the treat in her mouth. That's it. But there, what you did, you're confusing yourself me and her, because ready was your go find your treat command, but now you're saying it on everything, and there you said sit, ready. So she was already sat, but then you're saying we're going to have some fun, which is going to make her not sit because we're going to have some fun. So this is why I say less is more. So sit is sit, and then Tucker, come. Good boy. The name, and then the instruction, and then eventually we phase out the name and just give the instruction. Good. See as you watch your hand, because your hand's loaded with a treat. So when you're doing that, keep her there. Sit. And don't move your hand until you're ready to call her. Come. Good boy. So because it's your hand that's the signal. So even there, she sat at a nice distance. I would have just called her back. I wouldn't have issued the sit command again. She's sat, good.
Good girl today, aren't you?
Call her. Beautiful, much better.
I think she's trying to show off in front of that dog.
Let's have a look at your skills then.
Come on then, right, are you going to stay there? Stay. Good girl.
So she came a little bit because you said good girl before you got back to it, and you also give a little flick on the lead.
Sit. Stay.
Good.
Good.
Beautiful. Well, he did, but we want to speed that up. But he did, so we want it faster. Prompt. Good. So there, I only just caught it on video, I think. He was sat looking at you, and then because he got a little glimpse of Tucker, his attention went to there, and you went into your bad habit of always not looking, whereas you should have given that little nudge on the lead. And then when he did come, which he did, and he did come, but then there was no reward for it. Yeah. So we only don't reward if we've got to wind them all in, then we just give praise then. We don't pay them with a treat.